Tricks UK offers the ultimate VIP package for wrestling card collectors, For just $19.99 per month, you get 40 pounds of whatnot discount codes, entry to a monthly giveaway with epic prizes, entry to an exclusive VIP-only free break, and free grading from MGC, and so much more. Dig it? Message the team on Instagram for more details. Ooh, yeah!
And now, presenting from across the pond, it's the Squared Circle Relics Podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Big 5-0, episode 50, boys.
The old party poppers, confetti.
Book 'em, Danno. Hopefully, if the music's worked, Jamie, we'll see. But yeah, amazing, guys.
Like 100 weeks. 100 weeks, boys.
It's amazing.
Well done.
It really is. Like
Crazy.
to think how far we've come in such a short time is ridiculous, really. And many more years to come. I mean, if we can break 100, that's all I'm hoping for. You know what I mean? Let's break 100. I think that was always, Jamie. That when we first talked about it, it was kind of like the first goal.
If we
really,
could do 100,
if we could do 100, well, we're halfway there. So let's.
I mean,
We're well on our way.
There's a lot of TV shows and series that haven't even made 50 episodes and we've lasted longer than they have. Do you know what I mean? So
true. That's so true. And if we did it weekly, we'd be at 100 now. So
yeah, we would.
I'm so fucking glad we don't do it weekly. Sorry, CFP guys. Much love to you for doing it, but fuck no. There's a lot, to be honest, though, there's a lot of people who have listened to us over the last couple of years. Some of them like the fact that we do it bi-weekly. Some of them would have liked us to do it weekly. But I still think we're quite comfortable bi-weekly, aren't we?
Yeah, there's plenty.
I like a longer podcast. Yeah, I'm more of a fan of a longer podcast than an hour one.
And we've got a lot of day oneers as well, actually.
Quickly,
we've got some day oneers.
We definitely do, yeah. Quickly, I'm just going to mention a big well done to you two boys for your Backlash episode last week. Good listen. No problem. I will just quickly chime in. I had one little bit of housekeeping on that. You guys talked about Tiffany Stratton, how you guys didn't invest.
No.
There you go.
Did you really?
Much on money.
Yeah, I've got a silver prism MCG9, which I bought from Tommy.
Literally, if you've got any Tiffy stuff, get it graded now. Like that, the graded Tiffy stuff is just going PSA. Ridiculous at the minute. So needs to be done.
But I was listening to the show and I was like, why am I not on the show? There was multiple points throughout it, and I was really wanting to chime in. So, sorry.
Yeah, I was going to say, how are you feeling now? Are you all right?
Recovering, kind of still got a cough and blocked nose and that type of thing. But everyone else is better, so that's the main thing. Because everybody was fucking ill. Lou had croup, and in hospital, all sorts of steroids. Fun. But how have you boys
healthy,
been?
I think.
I'm on a healthy run myself at the minute as well, actually. I've got beyond all the horrible shit. So touch wood, all right so far.
Not too bad.
Excellent.
Dude, I still can't get over your haircut. Like I know you had your haircut last time, but I still can't get over how short it looks compared to what it was a month ago.
Yeah, I normally have like a Johnny Bravo quiff going on, so to have it quite short, it's it's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? But it's all right. It's my summer look. Yeah. It's been nice weather in the UK. It's time to enjoy a bit. It's been nice. Well, fucking raining today, but it's been a nice couple of weeks, really, to be honest.
Did you see the Northern Lights? That's the big question on everyone's lips.
I was asleep, mate. I ain't gonna lie. I was
crazy.
The missus mentioned something about it in the afternoon. I was like, okay, cool. You staying up for it? She's like, I'll try to. Yeah. She was asleep before me. I got into bed, gone. I think we were asleep about 10:30, and then woke up to everyone and their fucking dog putting pictures of the Northern Lights on Facebook, and it's like War of the Worlds happened with all the fucking flashy lights on the outside. Was it Dave the Triffids when all the fucking flashy lights on the outside? But yeah, it looked lovely. You know, looked amazing.
Do you see that thing about those? Sorry,
did you see it, Jay? Oh no,
I mean, it was a bit of a we kind of forgot it was happening. We were sat in the garden anyway. And we said, it's just getting a bit cold. Should we go in? It's like, it's getting a bit misty. The mist was actually the Northern Lights. And we walked down and looked out the front door. It's like, Jesus, are like pinks and greens. It was incredible. So, we managed to sit there. But it was a spot of luck, really.
Cool.
Yeah.
Same. Yeah, I was just randomly outside in the back garden and was like, wait a minute, it looks a bit different.
It felt different, didn't it?
It looks really weird. Just started taking pictures of the sky. And was like, holy shit. So, yeah. Cancelled my trip to Iceland.
No, the thing is, I've been to Iceland, didn't see the Northern Lights.
No,
I've been here when the Northern Lights have happened. I've been in bed. It's amazing. Never gonna fucking see him.
My brother said to me, he goes, I spent 3 weeks in Iceland in a tight Arigo, followed around and saw fuck all. He said, the one night it's in the UK, I miss it. And you think, well, this is the way it goes, isn't it? You know?
Yeah, it was really cloudy when I went. I went to Iceland for my honeymoon.
Oh really?
And yeah. The Blue Lagoon is just, you see all these pictures of the Blue Lagoon, and it just looks picturesque, and everyone's in there and looks lovely. It's a fucking party pool. Everyone's going. Sorry, Margaret. Everyone's going mental in there. You've got the Chinese going off. You've got the Irish next to the bar getting fucked up. Everything's flying everywhere, and I'm in there going, "This is not what I thought it was going to be." I thought this was going to be... Well, they give you, there's a load of muck that you can put on your face, like face packs and stuff like that, and everyone's going silly bollocks with it, and then everyone's like, oh, I've got it in my eyes, and trying to wash it out. It's hilarious, man. But it's not, I would say, relaxing. It's, proper weird place. Good times.
Sounds it. So normally we would talk about what we've been watching, but this is a special episode 50. So I don't know if you guys wanted to have a quick chat about some of our highlights, some of our best bits, any memorable stories you can think of. You can talk about wrestling if you want.
There's plenty of them, isn't there?
No, I haven't watched any wrestling.
I don't know. I mean, the first two stories were that spring to my head more than any others were the first couple of non-related cast art stuff. The incidents, they were funny. I mean, regardless, let's take me trying to dismantle myself over 50 episodes, because that I've hurt myself many times. That's fine.
And there's a long period of shows where you have been ill, or someone in your family's been ill. There was 5, 6, 7 weeks of just
that and the concussions. Let's take that out of the equation. But the first, for the first two is obviously the lift, the boards in the lift, the attic. The lift to the loft. That was early.
For any listeners wondering, that was episode 11.
Very good. That was early. Yeah. The loft story, where someone went to do your loft and they went to someone else's house. That's hilarious.
And didn't tell them.
Just cup of tea, love. Yeah, go on then. Oh, biscuit. Oh, go on.
The thing is, I've then seen since this same guy advertising on Facebook and stuff, and I just every time I see his ad, I want to comment. Make sure you got the right house that time, or just put something that I just think don't do that. But
I think for me, the favourite non-wrestling one that has happened is obviously Jamie putting us on the radio across the UK in error.
Episode 12.
Literally, I didn't think it could top your story, but Jesus Christ, that was. It's just Jamie, we love you, obviously. We think you're amazing, but Jesus Christ, that was hilarious.
I've never been so panicked in all my life, and I got that email saying it's not appropriate for air. We've had a take it down. You think, oh my God, what have I done?
What have I done?
Jesus.
Well, in the episode, you were saying like you're driving to your brother's, and the whole time you're just shitting yourself about the MD is
absolutely horrendous. I just never had anything, and I'm so cautious with it now. Like I now purposely name things so I never muck up again. But because I used in the old days I used to call episode 1 and like for the week number. It used to be the same for SCR. It used to be a nightmare. But yeah, I've learned from that lesson. But that was the origins of Margaret. That's where Margaret first heard us.
Yeah, little old lady eating her breakfast, going, "Who's John Cena and why should I fuck him?"
That's right.
Oh God, so fun, so much fun. What are you boys like? What are your faves?
I'll say one of mine quickly because it's about Jamie. It's just when we just kind of start to piece together. I think it's sort of episode 10 and 10 sort of through 14. We kind of piece together that he's not seen that many films, or that he's not seen some biggies. Do you know what I mean? So episode 14, Jamie finally watches Die Hard for the first time. And Dave, can you do your detonator impression?
Baby's just gone to bed, man. Where are my detonators?
Maybe later.
There you go.
There you go.
And since that moment, we watch Die Hard every Christmas now. It's become a favourite in our house, which is cracking.
Amazing. That's good
Good.
times.
It only came out in 1988, mate. But
the
last 2 Christmases.
Oh dear!
I still love that film.
Fair enough.
They used to heavily on it always used to be shown on ITV, and they used to heavily edit it before the watershed, because they used to always start it for some reason at like 8:30, and then once it passed the 9 o'clock watershed, they was okay. But I remember they changed it to Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker, to Yippee-ki-yay, Kimosabi. And that's the title of the show, maybe this time around. Yippee-ki-yay,
I quite like that. Yeah,
I never forget that. It was so badly dubbed as well. It was terrible. But yeah, Die Hard's great. Love it. Go on, Jay.
I think one of my favourite things that has happened in this time is doing the Ava Rain, sending my Ava Rain card off to the PC. Little note on there saying, please put it in the top loader. For Ava Rain to then send it back to me with the top loader signed and the card not.
Yeah.
What did you do with that in the end? Did you just put it in a tin bag?
So it's in the top loader in a bag. I did consider like grading the two together, like they were so slabs.
Do you reckon you could? Like, they don't grade top loaders, do they? But theoretically, it's possible if you could find someone who'd do it.
Well, you'd grade the auto, wouldn't you?
Authentic.
Would the auto be authenticated?
Well, no, it's not. It's not about they'd probably put it in a big fucking top loader, like with it just a tiny,
like a big slab.
I think they would put in a massive one, and it would be like in the middle with a lot of space around it, basically.
But that was before she wrote her name as Ava. It was like proper Ava Rain on it, But Brian Lyons got it done like a couple of weeks later, and she signed his card perfectly, didn't she?
Yeah.
But yeah, mate, I was so disappointed when that turned
so funny.
It was the fact that I pulled the card out. I was like, oh, this is so nice, and then realised it wasn't attached to the card. I was like, what the hell's happened here?
Always leave a post-it note on it, just to give them direction of what you want. Please sign on card.
You have to take it out. You wouldn't think that you need
to be fair,
do that,
she was new,
realistically.
But she obviously is a bit dim, and she's
just thought that's how cards come.
I don't know. That is weird.
But yeah, good fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's been lots of fun moments. I've just got to say one more. Dave's toilet.
Oh, the toilet story. Yeah,
episode 15.
I thought you were going to say. The 5-timers saga, but I mean that's ultimately the first 19. That's the first 19 shows are built on. You know what I mean? That's that saga. But yeah, the toilet thing. Yeah,
Taught us all a lesson. Never sit too
never
long
think
on the toilet
too
on
long
your phone.
on the toilet.
No.
Don't procrastinate while having a poo. That's what I've learned at a tender age of 42. Jesus Christ.
I would say though, if anyone has joined us midway through like this 50 shows, go back to our year one better show. We've been like last summer. We kind of go through these stories, and there's like a Rocky montage and all that we put together for all the things that happened in year one.
I say if you're new, go and listen to the first 19 episodes, because the 5-timer saga up to the point of the Booker T. That's our first chapter, basically, isn't it? And if you can sit through 19 episodes of that, you'll either fall in love with us or you just be like, nah, I can't do it anymore, kind of thing. But that was great. That was our building blocks of how we got here now, I think. So yeah,
I think the Eddie Kingston relic as well, like that was that card, like we sort of considered it. It's like, have you seen it? We've seen it. Next minute it goes up like really, was it really high price? And then it came down again. It got resold for less than it got sold for.
I bought it for half the price that it was originally sold for on the resale. So that's amazing in itself. But we've just been lucky. Like weird stuff's happened, just all like fallen together. I wouldn't say at the right time. It's just like, especially with that Booker T thing, I thought that was going to be there for up until, the end of us doing all of these shows. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't think I'd get to episode 50 and be like, I've got it 31 episodes ago. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way.
And do you know what? I still have that saved search on my thing, and I check it every now and again just to see if there's anything cool. And I never even see like a 5 of 50, or like I never see anything else to do with the number 5.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah,
this is crazy. Considering that was the exact card.
Cool.
Like out of all the cards that they have of number 5, even if it like the non-autoed version, I would have thought that would have cropped up before the autograph version of it. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It really
was just that whole saga as well. Like, it went up and there was still like 6 days left on it. Because I think Chris saw at the moment it went up, didn't you, with the save search? We had a whole week of waiting.
I think I saw
6 days of pain. Yeah. It was 6 days of... But I put like over 2... Like, it was over $1,000, wasn't it? It was just stupid. Like, I would have got it, but it was just... I'm quite glad. I think I got it for $180 or something like that.
Yeah,
which...
crazy.
Yeah,
in the grand scheme of things, it's not bad, to be honest. Really,
no.
And I always say, like, if anyone was to say, "What is your favorite card in your collection?" That's like what monetary wise, or like, I have a lot of cards in my collection. I think that are worth a lot more than that right now. But regardless of that, I still would say that Booker T. With people when they say grails, it was the only card I would call that I actively really searched for to try and get as a grail. So yeah, it's a bit, I'm still a bit like, now I've got it, what do I do next? It's just like, I'm still there really. 31 episodes later. There's been no other card really that I'm like, I have to get it. If it comes up, I have to get it. So yeah, weird.
You're right. Yeah, we're some mad times these 50 episodes. On for the rest, I think. Long may it continue.
Yeah,
that's it. Absolutely. Did we want to talk any wrestling? Has anyone actually managed to watch any?
I've not seen much really.
I haven't
watched
anything.
Not a lot's going on in the minute.
It's a bit of a lull.
I think the highlight for me on Dynamite last night, outside of everything else, was Jungle Boy pouring Ric Flair's Woo Energy over Tony Schiavone. Had to sit there and piss-soaked, stained energy drink soup for the rest of the night.
Nice.
So that was my highlight for the night.
I'm glad Jungle Boy's back in there. I do like Jack Perry. I know a lot of people don't like him, but I like him. I think he's right. But
yeah, I always liked his dad. Like
I did. I watched the original Beverly Hills 90210 when it was on.
90210. Yeah. Well, I had an older sister, so I used to watch
I've never seen it.
It's because you weren't even born, mate.
I wouldn't imagine.
Does it hold up well?
No.
I don't think
it was
so.
like
No,
you must have seen like the OC and Dawson's Creek and stuff like that. It was very in the same ilk as teen drama. Like, really, nothing like that.
Yeah. I've seen Buffy. I know Buffy.
One Tree Hill.
Is it like Buffy?
No, there was no vampires in the fucking thing.
I know that. So was it the same kind of like genre of like American high school type stuff? I'll watch a clip. I'll find a clip online.
Okay.
Don't get me on TV shows. I've seen a lot less TV shows than I have movies.
I love how teen melodrama and the first thing you think of is fucking Buffy. I love Buffy. Don't get me wrong. I love Buffy, but yeah, bless her.
Oh dear.
Sarah Michelle Gellar, amazing. Did I ever tell you the story about Blockbusters with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
No.
So I worked in Blockbusters, not for very long, for about 6 months, where I was like 18. I was still doing my A levels at the time,
right?
And there was a Blockbusters in Newport Pagnell. So I used to. This is where I'm from, if anyone doesn't know. So we were working in the shop, and there was an older guy, like he was in his like early 20s, working with me, and he gave two fucks. Like, we used to watch when we were on like night shift together. He used to watch, like, put on Blazing Saddles and stuff like that, and not, like the TVs used to be on, stick on Blazing Saddles. People would come in going, "What's going on here?" And he was analysing in depth. You remember the kiss on the lesbian kiss on oh god. No, it's not Great Expectations. It's what it's based on. Oh God, what's it called? I have to find it now. People are going to be screaming right now. It had Ryan Phillippe and Selma Blair in it.
Yeah, the one where they're in the pool.
Cruel Intentions. There you go. Thank God. Thank you.
Yeah.
So he was like analysing the kiss between Selma Blair and Sarah Michelle Gellar for about an hour and a half on the TVs. These kids are walking in, and he's just sitting there going, "Yeah, go to him, mate. I'm busy." Amazing times. Love Blockbusters.
Long live Blockbuster.
BB Gang for life.
BB Gang for life. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Represent. Card news. Let's talk some cards. So we'll start off. Finally, we had some WWE Panini instants from WrestleMania Hall of Fame and Stand and Deliver. I think I'm right in what I've written in the notes. 4 autos in total.
I think you're right.
There was Roxanne Perez, Bailey, Paul Heyman, Dragunov.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think that was it. Or was there a Miz?
No, I think it was a duel.
No, I don't think there was.
I think those were it. Yeah.
I think that was it, yeah.
Yeah.
ATP went hard on these. You guys all went crazy on these. You love it. You love the instance.
Jamie loves it. Jamie's eye was getting twitchy that they didn't come out.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jamie loves a base instant anyway, because Jamie likes trying to get a load numbered base out of it, right?
I like a good image. Like, if there's an interesting action shot, like, I'm all over it. If it's lenticular, it'd be even better. But it's just an action shot, that's fine.
Lenticular.
Cool. Imagine the lenticulars from WrestleMania. Well, anyway, moving on quite swiftly. So yeah, no, I do like a instant photo. I don't really like the staged stuff, but I do like interesting ones. I've got like the CM Punk return, Taker's Hall of Fame, those kind of things, a unique card. But yeah, I mean, we did go very hard on this, all of us. We kind of all jumped on at 8 or 1 expected. I don't think we had intentions of all hopping on there, did we? Well,
the thing is, like, a couple of things, like, from my side, is that the WrestleMania cards are always, the instants are always really good, because the crowd scenes, especially the ones where it's still a bit light in the background, and what they do with the dark ones can be really good, or just kind of plain Jane, depending on what angles they get and stuff like that. So I always find them quite special, the WrestleMania cards. And I did think it was like, I mean, we'll go into what we bought, but ultimately, I think you had to target one thing.
Yeah.
Because if you put loads in,
if you put
loads of stuff in your basket, and then you try to do it like via checkout's going to go mental because half of it's already going to be gone. Yeah. So you've got to be really selective, especially if you're getting like, I think it was like $18, something like that, for the postage as well.
Really cheap
to the
postage.
UK.
Yeah,
it's really cheap postage, but you really have one shot, right? So it's like you got to make your mind up on what you're going to go for. So, Chris, you didn't go for any, did you?
No, I thought about going for Roxanne Perez to 10 auto, but it would have just been for a resale. And I just didn't see the point. I didn't think the resale would be good.
Well, Logan did. Logan went and he got the Roxanne.
He did.
Wes got the Paul Heyman out of 10, which I thought Jamie was going to go for.
He got an auto, didn't he? Yeah.
He got the auto. But I thought that was going to be your jam, Jamie.
I did intend to. I guess I kind of forgot that it was 8:00 and I went on there and was surprised to still see stuff on there. Yeah. But I'm happy with like a to 5. Like that's the first like to 5 I've ever got on the instant. So
yeah,
the fact I've got that, I'm more than happy with that.
So what did you get?
So I got the Heyman to 5 and base, which is still nice to have actually.
Nice. Yeah, lovely.
So yeah, I'm really chuffed with that. But I think I was really surprised that so many of us got what we wanted and exactly what we wanted.
Well, I was naughty. I went for the proper like resale option because I could have got for the same money I could have got the Bron / Corbin the Wold, whatever they're called. I could have gone for that 1 of 1 and got it because it was still there after I'd bought what I bought, and I got an out of 5 Rock and Roman.
Oh, nice with the belts.
Card with the belts, yeah. Even though the picture's off center, which I find it's a bit frustrating, but the card's not off center. Obviously, the image on the card is off center. The WrestleMania sign is a bit to the right, at the back. So, but yeah, it was just like it's the end of the era card, isn't it? You know what I mean? It's the bookend. I should really get the relic at the start because that card's the bookend of the Roman era.
Yeah.
So I should really get the relic at the start as well, and then I've got either side basically. So, but yeah, really cool.
Nice.
I class it as a Rock card, not a Roman card, because the Rock's first. I wanted to get your thoughts about this. And I know this is a slight tangent, but fuck it, we go off on tangents all the time.
All the time, yeah.
We're fine.
It's episode 50. Richard Sharp, you know. So, if you've got 2 people on a card, right? And it's not necessarily. I think it's different. I think if you've got 2 people or multiple people on the card, 3 or 4, whoever the first person on that card is, that's their card. It's just got other people on that card as well. Like you know that they did they did the girls one as well. They did Jade, Naomi, and Bianca.
Yeah.
But because Jade is the first person on that card, I class that as a Jade card.
See, I don't know if I do because I've got a Toxic Attraction Panini Instant, and it's obviously got the JC on the left, Gigi on the right, I think, and Mandy in the middle. And I see it as a Mandy Rose card because she's in the middle of the.
So the thing is that you're now then thinking about different elements of it as well, because they were like you're talking about tag teams, you're talking about stables as
cronies, weren't they? Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, you could say it's a bloodline card because Rock and
it's not marked
Roman,
up as bloodline, is it?
But that's the thing. But your card is not. Is your card Toxic Attraction?
No, it is Toxic Attraction. I think it says on it.
I think.
But your Rock and Roman ones, is it the sort of the description or the title of it? Does it say the Rock first?
So they've got like name in gold underneath each person. So one is Rock on the left hand side and Roman on the right hand side.
I think with two people, I probably would. Just like you're reading, the same way you're reading, it's the person and the thing you see first is on the left-hand side.
But it's weird though, isn't it? Because it's like, it could be anything. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Well, yeah.
I do. I always look at it like who is like the larger of the image on it, if that makes sense. If there was the Rock and Roman, like if the Rock was closer to the camera, like I would make that a Rock card, even though it had both of them on there. But yeah, I think if it's a tag team, like I always have it the tag team name, I think. But it's interesting because I say if you put the Rock, if you were to sell that, you would list it as the Rock and Roman Reigns, wouldn't you? So it would be searched that way, wouldn't it?
The first billing I would always put as the first person on that card and say it's at, you know what I mean, rightly or wrongly, they've got the first person in my mind means it's their card. And I think because of all the letter breaks that we've done, Chris, it's like the first, you know what I mean, the first name counts. No thirds. But then no, I find it a real strange one. I was thinking about it the other day and I was like, I wonder what you boys think about it, because I don't know whether my mind's a bit screwy on it, to be honest. I wonder what our listeners think about it as well. So let's do a poll. Let's do another poll, Jamie.
Let's stick a poll in.
I like a poll.
I like a poll and I like to vote.
Yeah.
Just really quickly around like the instance, what do you think the print runs are going to be? Because they haven't advertised this, they didn't put it online, it appeared out of nowhere. Do you think the print runs are going to be as low as a Rock slapping Cody was, like in the 140 odds? Or do you think we're going to get more for the WrestleMania cards?
I think it would be. I think it would be more, but I think it will be like some of them, like that Obafemi 1-of-1. Even though it didn't have the rookie card logo on it, which is real bad. Logo, very stupid. But that 1-of-1 took ages to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's still a few up there. The to 5.
Yeah, which I find it as well. Like, it just shows you where LA Knight is right now in the hobby. So I really do think that I think that the print runs on all of these cards are going to be very different, because I think it's a right pick and mix on what people actually want. So I think it'll be interesting to see. Did you get any of the base, Jamie?
No, I literally just got the Heyman. I mean, the base, they don't go up in price, really. Like, you can pick them up on eBay for nothing, and I might as well then just get it shipped to the mailbox, do you know what I mean, rather than paying $18 each time.
Probably the easier thing.
I think last time, obviously, that Rock and Cody, we missed that, and I've still picked it up cheaper than what it was on Panini's website on eBay. And I think that was only like 143 print runs. So it's like, actually, even those kind of cards aren't that much more expensive. We'll see. They should hopefully be shipping, I guess, in the next 3 to 4 weeks. So maybe this time next month we should actually have them in hand. But it'd be cool.
No, it's really cool. I'm glad they did it. I'm glad they did all 3 at one time, because it was all on the same time, right? They all, so it did make sense them dropping everything. The server couldn't handle it though. The amount of traffic that fell over at the start. Very lucky to get back in quickly and get it done. But I've never seen the Panini server fall over because of that before.
No. And there was a lot of people in the same boat as you there, where they missed out because they couldn't get on.
Refresh.
Cool. Sticking with WWE and Panini Chronicles, there is finally a checklist for 2023. Hobby is due to be released next Friday, which will be the 24th of May. If you're a UK listener, there are pre-orders available still on Sports Trading. They've also got blasters up there as well now, and I think this is the first time I've ever seen them do this. Blaster case for $5.50. Which
how many are you getting that then? Is it 20?
20 blasters, and you think if the hobby they've got up for $185, so say so 2.5 hobby boxes for 20 blasters.
The problem is like we know what we know from I love a blaster case. If they got good stuff in it, it's good for a rip for the break. But to get one, to pay $5.50 for one and just rip it yourself, you're going to get one 24 karat gold. I've seen cases without one. You're going to get 10, anywhere between 6 and 12 APs in there. You're going to get 75s in there. You're going to get 199s and 399s. You ain't going to get any ones. You'll get a couple of autos, which will probably be low. I've seen Phoenix, but like low end, like Adam Pearce and people like that. Like
Axiom.
Don't get me wrong. I've seen Tiffy. I've seen a good couple of Tiffy autos being pulled, and that pays for the case itself, right, at the minute. But it's to buy a case outright. If you've got the money, cool, man. But I wouldn't recommend doing it. I would recommend getting into breaks and getting the people you want. To be honest, because you're going to get a whole load of base that you don't want. Basically, if you want to,
I think if you took 550 quid, put it all on breaks, and chose some big names, I think you'd probably hit at least one card. If you were doing like case breaks of hobby, then it'd probably be a shoo-in. But if somebody gave you the option of 2 hobby boxes or 20 blasters, what would you prefer?
If you're guaranteed 4 autos out of 2 boxes,
4 autos,
and
I love the rip. I do love a blaster,
but you're also in for a chance of hitting a 101 where you're not with the blasters.
Yeah.
So if you were.
Lots of.
If you were into a chance for the 101, it all depends on how much those 24 karat gold cards are actually worth
as they go through.
Because we don't know the print run on them, their case hits. We don't know if they're going to be included in hobby. They could just be base APs in there, and the 24 karat gold could be just the blaster exclusive. You just don't know. So
yeah. Have either of you had a chance to look at the checklist yet?
I did. Yeah. So there was a bit of a weird one with the Natty Tees, because they're the mem version, aren't they? And the silhouettes were the mem last year. And I think the silhouettes are the autographs this year, and the Natty Tees are the mem this year.
They've mems, that's why
swapped it around from last year, basically. Which I found a bit strange. To be honest, my eye went straight down to the bottom and looked for the galas, and we got a Walker Gala out of 8 come in. You also have James is on there, Lola is on there. You've got all of the rookies from basically this. Yeah,
the rookie class.
Exactly. So all the rookies you've been seeing over the last year have got a gala card. So if you don't know what gala cards are, they're not that horizontal cards with 2 pictures of them. Generally, it's like a close-up image and the lengthwise image on it. They're very sought after. They're out of 8. They're like chicken's teeth, basically, trying to find them. And they're one of the big chasers of Chronicles last year, so I expect them to be again as well, to be honest. So lovely. That's where my eye went, mate. I was straight down there going with the gala.
They're really quite popular in basketball and stuff, aren't they, Gala? I think they're normally quite a nice card to have, aren't they?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
They've included a lot of bulk. You know what I mean? There's a lot of bulk cards that are just off the base that are just throwaways, in my view, unless you are into that person that's on them.
Well, if no one wants their base, send them my way, and I'll start putting together a base set.
Hey, baby.
Nice.
Did that's all yours? Jesus.
Dave's holding up a giant stack of base right now.
Really?
That's all for Jamie.
Lovely.
Yeah. I've got a massive. Do you want to see the other stack I've got for you? It's fucking hilarious. One sec. Go on, keep going. I'll get the other.
I'll say I got a skunk pack from Card Tricks come through today for a prison break they done for the undercard at the weekend, and there's so much base in. I thought actually I can start building the Prism 23 base set here at this point. Some really nice stuff.
There you go, Joe.
Oh my god,
that's your other stack of cards.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Mate, you've got loads. So I keep saying we need to get to the pub at some point.
We need to get the Soulless pub, yeah.
Yeah.
We do, yeah.
That's needs to be on the radar. We should be celebrating in the pub tonight, to be honest.
We need to
50.
maybe we'll do a bonus set from the pub. I'll get us set up with my little mini recorder. We'll do a pub episode.
I think it will. I don't think it would be as good quality as the one that Peter Grouse does, but
no, I don't.
We can. It's quite quiet where we go generally, isn't it? Though.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah,
it's pretty quiet. Yeah, just usually some like builder types.
People staying in the hotel next door. Yeah,
quite funny.
Yeah. But in regards to the actual checklist, should we wait
100%.
for the next episode?
It'll be a big
and do
topic because that'll be out, won't it?
Breakdown of this, yeah. It will have been out.
Have you noticed that every time that we do, like this is going back to all of our episodes as well. Every time there's a new product release, it always ends up on my week. We're doing it, yeah. If you go back, the amount of times new product has been on my week is just hilarious. I don't mind doing it at all, but it's just so funny how it always happens. But
nice small.
You know
one
what I mean?
For you, Chronicles.
Yeah. We did it all before. On the last one, we did every single fucking category. I think
we went through the whole lot. Yeah.
There's too many.
Just on Chronicles, Card Tricks. They announced that they got their lineup, so they're going to be doing Chronicles next weekend, and they're also doing the watch along for King of the Queen. King and Queen of the Ring. They're doing a watch along on Saturday morning for it with Chronicles. So plenty of case breaks coming up shortly. Anyway,
cheers.
That's the hobby, isn't it? Because I think he's mentioned today that he's gonna. Yeah. Now the checklist is there. He's willing to do a blaster one as well. So that might come before.
So
that would be cool. Definitely keep a lookout for those. And then lastly, with Panini, WWE Immaculate 2023, 7th of June. So not far off. I've put in the notes, I hate the timing of this, and that is not because my birthday is the day before. It's because I just think I know that, everything's been messed up and things haven't come out when they're supposed to, but it's still too close to impeccable.
Yeah.
They're too close together. They should be 6 months apart, literally as far away from each other.
To be honest,
as possible, in my opinion. But
it follows the same trend, doesn't it? Like, I know that there's been it was a year and a half until from the two, but we had Impeccable, Chronicles, and Immaculate all at the same kind of time.
Shit,
and I got really burnt out with it, to be honest. I mean,
there's too much going on, weren't there?
Yeah. I liked iMac. I think Chronicles was a really underrated set of the year, to be honest. I know it's a pick and mix, but it hits a lot of chords that I think everyone likes, especially with these APs as well. I think it's going to go down the storm. I think Impeccable is completely overrated, personally. I think they've done a lot better with the card quality this year, and those cards that have the translucent on them. I think they're quality. I think they're really nice. But as a set, I think it's really overrated for the price. And I'm not a massive fan of the design either, but I do love Immaculate. I think it's overpriced as well. I think all of the products are overpriced. Don't get me wrong, but I think it's really overpriced. But I prefer it because it's more cleaner, basically.
Yeah, I mean, I like both Immaculate and Impeccable. I just don't want them this close together ever. They're so similar that they should be as far apart as
two high-end products. You should be 6 months, 6 months, and 6 months. You should be.
That's it.
I do enjoy doing Immaculate breaks and stuff though, because even if you get just a couple of cards that even come through, like they're quite nice to have as like a, I've got this on a spot sort of thing. So I do enjoy that, but I can never imagine myself buying a hobby box of that and kind of being happy with myself.
Well, that's my problem, is that I don't mind.
Yeah.
I've skunked on a lot of Impeccable breaks more than I have done Immaculate breaks, I think is the thing. But I don't mind skunking if it's like low money and stuff like that. But the thing is, if you want to get someone who's a big name and you're paying big money on a break to get that big name and they don't come out, you can pay a lot of money very quickly on breaks and hit fuck all, basically. But that's if you're a big collector of someone. These, we know those, like there's 5 big Becky collectors who go hand over fist trying to go and get Becky, right? And they spend a lot of money on breaks for Becky. And a lot of the time they come away with fuck all. To be fair to them, a lot of time I see them hitting massive cards, right? Fair play to them. But you don't see the amount of money that they're spending not hitting stuff as well. So big products are very hit and miss. I think I'm just annoyed that financially, I just can't justify buying a box outright. And I think that's what fucking annoys me, to be honest, because I want to rip it. Like, we want to rip product, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So,
blasters, mate. Blasters is what you want to be written.
Immaculate blasters.
I just don't think I could justify it.
Still 150 quid.
Yeah, sadly.
You know what I mean? For a laugh. Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's just too high of a gamble, isn't it? Cool. So not long for that. And then not much in terms of news for AEW.
Shock horror. No news for AEW.
Shock horror, nothing new. Flagship 24, end of June, 28th, maybe. Who knows? Probably not. And Black Diamond, end of the year. There's nothing else really to say on
I think all of these, all of the dates we've quoted, I think they'll get pushed.
Mm-hmm.
I'd be like, with everything that's going on, like they've been pushing so much products with other sports. I'd be very surprised if they're going to get this out so quickly, to be honest, but we'll see.
Right, let's play a little game then on Flagship. What champions are going to be in Flagship images? I reckon you're going to have an MJF with the big Burberry belt and a Ricky Starks and Big Bill with the tag belts.
Well, MJF...
No, it's going to be Hangman and Kenny still.
MJF hasn't been... Well, has he been the champion in...
Not this year.
No, but in... I'm just trying to think in any of the cards.
In the product.
Was he with...
Other than match day moments. Or maybe there's maybe in Allure.
In metal. You know, when it's like the hardcore metal. Is he got the title in that one? I'm not 100% sure. But hardware. Yeah. I've got that in the PSA 10. I haven't got it with me, but it's the only card I can think about that he might have the title.
There's one in Allure where he's in blue. He's wearing like a blue suit.
I was just trying to figure out what was the last product that come out. And
it'll be MJF.
It'll be MJF,
It'll be MJF.
There's been nothing in between, so it's going to be quite old. Like Orange Cassidy and stuff.
Yeah. Punk / MJF, because we were Hangman in the last lot, weren't we? So
yeah.
Is Punk going to be in it though? I think.
They have shown one of the cards from this set, and it's MJF, and he has got the title in it, actually. So yeah.
I mean,
sorry, should have just said that.
Just wasted 10 minutes, Chris.
I'm just curious to see who we're going to have and what champs we're going to have. You know, cool.
I don't know. Just get where we were a year ago, and it's probably right. a year to a year and a half ago, and that's probably where we were. Jesus.
Cool. So that is all our AEW news. There's not too much else. I don't know if you guys wanted to quickly touch on this. It's non-wrestling related, but it is card related. The English Premier League is going to Tops from Panini.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
So all of football will be in one place for the
You've
first
put on the
notes
under one roof. I hope it's not Man United's roof.
Fucking a bit wet there, mate. Bit wet there. They are definitely. They're horrible to watch. I watched them play Newcastle last night, mate. Yeah. They were lucky.
I went out last night, and my mate's a Man United fan, like diehard Man United fan, and he was just like, "It's the worst I've ever seen them. It's
awful,
so bad." Yeah,
like
they
Man
don't
United
look
bold.
Yeah, like a Man United team.
I haven't actually mentioned Aston Villa fourth.
Done well there,
Wow.
Mate. How crazy is that? You never would have had that on your bingo fucking card at the beginning of the year.
Honestly, a tear rolled down my face after that Man City result, after Spurs showed themselves for what they really are, small-minded club, blah, blah, blah. Spursy. Spurs got very Spursy. But a tear ran down my face a bit because I never thought in my lifetime I'd see Villa get into the Champions League.
You're going to get some really nice games, bud. You're going to get some really good stuff.
We're going to get some really nice fucking players, I think, to be honest. I think we're going to be...
Champions League players.
Our stock has gone up, let's just say. So I hope we don't do what Newcastle did and not really have the team themselves.
But I don't think you guys have done it in the way that Newcastle did it. Newcastle did just buy a bunch of good players. Whereas Villa, I know you've got a few good players, but it's more organic, I think, than
you say that. We did spend a shed load of money when we got promoted, but we've...
How many of them actually remain? I'm not sure that
we've got like
maybe
three or four players that came up from the Championship, and they're Mings, McGinn, I think Courtney Hawes, who's going to be leaving soon, and one other. No,
it wasn't Leon Bailey, was it?
He's only been there a couple of years. I can't remember. Young Ramsey, Jacob Ramsey.
Oh yeah,
Jacob. Yeah.
So those are the four that came up, and then we've just steadily built. So it's just amazing.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. A lot of the games that I've seen them play is basically end-to-end football. It's like a basketball game. Like it could have gone either way. So you can't keep riding your luck like that, to be honest. So I just think we've done really well. I think Arsenal should have won. Like they gave away 6 points to us this season. They lost both games against us.
Yeah,
there wouldn't be an argument with them and Man City at the end of the season if they would have beaten us. So yeah,
I would have loved to have seen the odds for Villa being in a Championship League, places on the betting. Can you imagine what it would have been like odds to get in the Champions League? Like crazy amount.
I saw one of the clips on the interwebs earlier on, and they were talking when Leicester won. And don't get me wrong, us getting fourth pals in comparison to what Leicester did, but Leicester to win the Champions League were 5,000 to 1. And they were saying that this is from like another podcast, and they were saying that the odds on Elvis returning from death was 3,500 to 1. So you know what I mean?
That was nearly 10 years ago that they won the Premier League. That's gone so quick, isn't it?
Vardy's still playing. Fucking hell.
I fucking hate him as well.
The old
but you could still have your day, Chris. You can still have your day at Wembley. It's a possibility still. You can still get through.
It is a possibility, yeah. Southampton are really... you guys won't have seen any of their matches, I'd imagine, this season because it's been in the Championship. But wow. Like, I know we went on a massive unbeaten run, but ever since we lost, we stopped that unbeaten run, we have been back to normal, back to our normal selves, bending
capitulating,
over.
I think the word is.
Absolutely. And watching Man United last night reminded me of Southampton because they just looked like they were ready to lose at any point. So I'm not holding my breath for the Championship playoffs. And if we went up, I would be very concerned. And I didn't enjoy the season before this one because I think we won like 4 games of the whole year. And that isn't that enjoyable. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah, who knows? We'll see.
I think Leeds will get it, to be honest, but we'll see.
Oh, fuck
no,
me.
but I just think
don't say that.
That's,
the Leeds are, they came above us in the table. They came third, we came fourth. So theoretically,
they've had like weird results though.
We have done.
They've been up and down like a fucking yo-yo with results. So
yeah, true. But we've done them, I think, two or three times this season. So
I did have a little bit of a smirk that Peterborough didn't get promoted. after they tried to fuck us over the last week of the season by losing to Cheltenham 2-0. You know, and I did have a little chuckle that we managed to scrape through. But yeah, see what we do next year. Fucking posh.
Right.
Sorry, Margaret.
Sorry, Margaret. Fuck the posh.
Sorry, Margaret. Jamie, shall we mosey on over to your corner?
Come on round to the corner. Come on round.
Jamie's 50-year-old corner.
50th corner.
Right, in the corner this week. So, Ringmaster. Had a few contestants come. I don't think we've even had a conversation about Ringmaster yet, have we? So, this will be the first time we've had a bit of a chat about it. So, first of all, thank you to everyone who's got them on board so far. I've got a couple more that I still haven't recorded. So, the two Scots, I need to get hold of you guys to do your quiz questions. But everyone who has already come forward has had their episodes out now. Currently in the lead is Adam Anwar with 27 out of 39. So a really good score from him. Nice. So yeah, if anyone else wants to take part, just to refresh the prizes again, so depending on where you are, what you want, you can have a pick of a prize. You can either have a $50 ComC credit. I'll get you either a $50 Steel City Collectibles credit, or I'll give you a £40 gift card for whatever you want, whether or not it's Just Eat or anything else like that. So that's the top prize, just a gift card of some kind. Well done to everyone who's already taken part. And again, if you haven't listened to them, have a go and have a see if you want to do the quiz questions yourself. Boys, what do you think of the quiz questions? Are you still up for maybe a bit of fun? Do you want to have a go for the fun of it?
Fuck no.
No, Chris?
Chris will.
I will do it. I will. I would have done it by now, but
no, that's cool. That's fine.
I haven't been able to focus on anything. I think you'll pick some good questions. Sometimes I get a good score, and then other times, wow, I get zero.
There's
what about you, Dave?
So the Trav one's been released, hasn't it?
Yeah,
so
everything's gone out now. Yeah.
Was it the Trav had the? Cause Trav was my avatar. I live vicariously through Trav, but he. I think one of the questions that he didn't know was the Edge versus. Was it Brock and Heyman? No.
Oh yeah, the Rebellion one. Yeah, sorry, Rebellion. Yeah.
I screaming. I was like, Trav, listen to me, Trav. But yeah, stuff like that. I think it's very much if you know, you know. If you don't, you're gonna struggle. So
I think also some of the questions I do try and do that. If you try and put a bit of logic, then you will have a good punt. You'll be all right. If you try and think back. I'll tell you what did blow my mind though. Obviously, I knew none of this background stuff, but Travis' music round was the theme for Invasion, and it was Marilyn Manson's fight song. And then
I was shouting.
And then
that
Trav
one.
just casually drops in. Oh, was that Invasion? Like, what? Yeah. Crazy coincidence. But what a show to be at,
Yeah, he's massively into his music. He's a very musical man. Do you know about that? He's got he's really good. I've heard him play a few musical instruments, and he's very, very good.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not a well-known thing but yeah, he's a very talented lad.
I don't know why the Lurpak man just came into my head then. I don't know why. With his little trombone. I don't know why that kind of way. That's a bit weird, isn't it?
Yeah, that's a blast from the past.
Talk about Travis. You talk about the fucking Lurpak man.
That advert can't have aired in 15 years.
No idea.
Wow.
But no, Trav done really well actually. Yeah. But I was blown away with his Invasion, dropping that in there. What a cool event to have been at.
Yeah. Nah, that's awesome. The thing is, I don't think they take it for granted at all. And I would never say that. I'm not talking about Trav. I'm just talking about America. But I'll say this: you don't know how lucky that you guys are that you can basically. I know that America is a big old place, and it's an arsehole to get to here, there, and everywhere. I get that, but you've got it basically on your doorstep where we haven't, and it's just. I hope you all appreciate what you have over there, guys, because we would love to have the accessibility that you guys have.
To fly to a city for $50 and then go and see a Bashman.
Like a domestic
level. I mean, we can't even dream of that, really. I mean, we have wrestling over here, don't get me wrong, and it was not so very long ago, we were the hottest country in the world with the whole BritRes thing. I will say that, but yeah, to have what you have is just, honestly, I really hope you appreciate it, guys. So good on you, though.
Yeah, no, it was really cool. I've really enjoyed doing the Ringmasters. So again, yeah, if you want to have a go on the Ringmaster, just ping me a message. Don't be put off by Adam's score of 27. Come give it a go. You don't know what kind of questions you might get or how you might do. So yeah, give me a DM and we'll get you in the diary from there, really. Cool. Just really quickly as well, before we move over to the Nook, I put up Wrestling Card Wednesday in the Card Tricks Square Circle Relics WhatsApp group. So if you're not in the WhatsApp group, do head over and find the link on our Facebook group and then come join that. We are doing a bit more in there. We're doing the polls. We're kind of interacting with everybody and kind of a bit more back and forth between, people within sort of the listening circle as well, kind of have a bit of conversation with people. So, we've done Wrestling Card Wednesday and had a few things. And I did say that we were going to do a bit of a roll call on the show. So, I'll just give a quick run through of what we had. Scott Crouch put up a sealed Bray relic from 2015. And he did notion there's an additional 2 random threads which could possibly be some Rotunda DNA. So quite a cool little sort of, I'd say a multicolour patch, but it's quite a nice little card that he put up on there. And then we had one that came through a bit later today. We had a Kane Title Shots relic, a nice, I think it's from Aggression, I think it's 2003 Flair. A Kane Title Shots with a nice red t-shirt relic. Then we had Coffin Drop Cards put up a Darby Allin auto from Spectrum. I put up some of our own cards, so I actually put up the SCR Christmas present cards that I did for us guys. So we had a bit of conversation about Triple H and Cactus Jack. That was after we had a guy called Paul put up his iconic matches from the Superstar set that Topps put out before they finished up. Timmy Too Whoa. I don't know what Timmy's real name is, but Timmy Too Whoa, big Cambridge United fan, put up his WrestleMania Classic.
I'm pretty sure it's Whoa.
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 Whoa. So that was quite a nice one. And then we had a final one. We had a PSA 9 Zebra of a. I never pronounce the name. A Falcor, isn't it? How do you pronounce their name?
Lyra Valkyrie. Yeah. Lyra Valkyrie.
We don't talk about whatever that
Iofi, it's Iofi like Iofi Lycaria. Iofi Valkyria.
Valkyria. It's a
Valkyria.
Nice card, anyway. I've butchered that to fuck, so there you go. That's a nice one to go in the watch.
Don't worry about it, Jamie. They've changed it now.
I thought they changed it. Cool. We have some nice cards up there anyway. So, but we'll do that each week going forward. I'll be able to then do a roll call as we go through. So let's move over to the Nook before I butcher any more things in Wrestling Card Wednesday. I'm going to close the corner for the day.
Cool, right. Chris's Nook time. So actually, normally we do an update this week.
No.
Not for episode 50. Oh no. So we've actually got our asses in gear.
Not taking a risk.
All of the cards have turned up, correct?
Jamie hasn't bought his card from Guatemala this time. No. So
no, I played it well safe this time round.
Very true. You did. Cool. So the topic was chosen by Mr. David Lloyd. What did you choose?
I chose the future. Who do you think is going to be the future? And the only stipulation to this was no Diffie Time cards because they're far too expensive anyway. Yeah. Nobody could we always set a limit of £5 really, to be honest. So it's always low budget, see what we can get. So she was going to be out of the question anyway, so we just made the blanket rule of don't bother.
Cool. Wicked. So should I open up mine
if you want.
First? Cool. So mine is covered by 2 Quincy.
Is that me?
Thank you very much. So who sent me this one?
Is it me? Oh, okay.
Mr. Dave.
Yes. Yeah, so mine was sent to Lloydie and then Chris was sent to me, yeah.
Yes.
So I have got Gulia. So this is one of the Kevin Gust custom cards. It's very nice.
Gulia.
and a parallel. But yeah, big things. You're expecting big things.
I mean, she's been touted for ages as being the next big thing. So I think she's got a big following already. So I think the sky's the limit, to be honest. The girls who come over from Japan to WWE, I think you have to have a special quality to do it anyway. WWE wouldn't select you if you didn't. So she's following in footsteps, and I just think she's going to be a real star, to be honest. So it's one of those things of I can't imagine that she is not going to prove me wrong. I think I'm going to be proved right by that. So good on her. Go on then, James. Go on, James.
Cool. Right. Who wants to open next?
So I have got cards which are bookended to two other future stars, Lars Sullivan, and I think I've also got a Quincy on the other side as well. Nice. Two massive stars there.
Is it a numbered Quincy?
Yeah, 149. So very nice.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
you're welcome.
God, great. Nice.
Do you know, I got a Quincy off one of you, not an ATP, one of you arseholes, I think, to 25 the other day. Like nice. Autographed tie-dye Quincy to 25. I think it was Logan, actually. Well done, mate. Thank you.
Logan's having the time of his life at the minute.
Yeah, he is, man.
Right, okay, so I have got come through. This is from Chris. We have got another Julia.
Julia.
There we are.
Me and Dave were on the same wavelength
cards,
here.
So that's cool. That's fine.
Different cards,
yes.
Nice bit of advice.
But mine's
What's this cool?
Nice bit of foily on that one. Nice.
Yeah.
I don't know what. The bit that's English. It's got Donna Del Mondo. I don't know what Donna Del Mondo means, unless I'm sure Tommy will know straight away what Donna Del Mondo means. But
what's that? Sorry, on the top
bit, on the right? It's got Donna Del Mondo.
Oh,
so no idea what that is. But Tommy will probably know. Probably be a finisher or something, or where.
I think all these cards did come from one way or another. Came from Tommy, to be honest. So
they do. Yes,
I'll go. Cool. So I can already tell what this is because it's on the back. So I'll get it out officially because
got to cover both sides.
I know this came from.
This came directly from source, actually.
Yeah, it did.
I didn't package this one.
Can we turn off the podcast just for a second? All right. Cheers, Jamie. Cheers, Jamie. Okay, is it done? All right.
Done. Yeah.
Jamie, come over here. Jamie. You've got an open goal, right? Open goal. Both of us, Chris and I, have both gone for the same fucking person. All right? Open goal. Cameron fucking Grimes. Cameron fucking Grimes. Jamie. Hang
on.
I love you like a brother. What the fuck? I know it's numbered. I can see it's fucking numbered. I can see it's got a fucking autograph. Lovely stuff. But it's fucking Cameron Grimes. He got released a week before you bought the fucking card.
I know. That's my reasoning.
Okay. All right, let's
start recording.
Let's start recording. Okay. So, Jamie, I'm opening the card. Wow, yeah. Cameron Grimes, 31 out of 99, mate. Yeah. Do you want to walk us through it?
So he was obviously released, wasn't he, the week before? As per.
Yeah.
There was no rules around them having to be released, or my theory on Cameron Grimes is obviously he put this video up of him crying his heart out, and it was going to make a big difference. Right. I reckon he's going to come back to the Indies, be the next big thing, and do a Matt Cardona. I think he might actually do a bit of a U-turn here. So,
end up working on the Indies?
What about that? The next big thing forever.
I don't like Cameron Grimes. I think he's shite, but give someone a second time around. You never know. So old Trevor Lee.
Your submission is the guy who you think he's shite. Chris, man. I'm never going to get a card that's going to win. I'm never going to get a card that's going to win.
No, this is it.
So
amazing.
So, can we go behind the curtain on this, because I think our viewers will find this quite funny.
Oh.
So we actually we didn't tell each other exactly what the cards were going to be. Not all of us knew, right? So I said, why don't we just give each other a clue just in case? Because there was obviously a very big risk that we were going to have exactly the same card.
Was there a risk, though? Judging by my card, there wasn't a risk, was there?
Well, no, but there was no fucking risk of that, mate, I tell you. Anyway, so both Chris and I had G, so we both had to go and speak to each other and make sure. Yeah,
straight away
we
do. Yeah.
When you said
I felt
C,
like I knew.
Chris and I were talking, and we thought you went for the sensible choice of Charlie Dempsey, because you've been going on about Charlie Dempsey for how long now?
I don't think, but I don't think
no.
I've got this weird feeling he's going to do a swerve and get on the indies and surprise people. I just got this funny feeling that he's going to.
Who?
Yeah,
Trevor Lee.
Trevor Lee. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Trevor Lee.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
I've got a feeling you might be in the
minority.
minority.
Well, I do as well. I don't really rate him at all.
I don't think.
That's like boring as fuck, but some people like him.
You could have had Nikita, Sol Rooker, Carmelo Hayes.
The thing is, another thing as well, I bought this so quickly. The moment we finished the pod, an hour later, I thought,
why did you?
I went straight to camera. I thought he just put this crime video up today. That same day, he put this video of it and moan about how he worked so hard. I thought, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go Cameron Grimes.
Well, okay. Well, at least we'll know what people think of Cameron Grimes.
Yeah, love a bit of Cameron Grimes.
We may not
vote for it.
Yeah.
Anyway, we haven't seen the actual card yet. Show Chris the card.
Yeah.
What's the card?
Yeah, look.
Yeah, it's a good.
Oh, I like his hat.
Nice little O on card.
Excellent.
Lovely job.
Jamie fucking hates him. Anyway.
If he wins a vote, I'll start PCing him Cameron Grimes.
Oh,
mate.
Crying. Literally crying. Thanks for that, mate.
Oh.
That's all right. Anytime.
Yeah, thank you.
Tommy was surprised with the sale, I reckon. I thought his Christmas was going once when he sold Cameron Grimes.
Tommy's been trying to sell it for 3 years. Yeah.
I just think you're trying to give me a really shit PC. So I've got quite a lot of firewood for the winter coming up.
Can we just have a note actually? So I don't know what I've started, but I got so many Justin Roberts in Chris's packet. Look at this.
This is on you.
Bullshit commentators.
This is on you. Don't send me
Jesus.
Justin
Look,
Roberts.
loads of them. A whole stack of shit commentators. So thanks very much for that, Chris.
And then you got another little present from Logan, didn't you?
Yeah, what is this? What is this? I don't know.
I thought it was my Nook card, so I didn't open it until I knew Chris's had turned up today, and I realised this must be the Nook. Okay. Open up, it was a Justin Roberts PNG red.
It was a what?
It's a Star Rubies in it, I think. Star Rubies to like
Justin Roberts.
Okay.
Justin Roberts.
Justin
Just
Roberts
for
PC.
his new Justin Roberts PC.
I've got an autograph card as well. I'll stick it on the pile, mate. Yeah, I'll stick on the pile.
Send it to him.
This will make you laugh though. But the weird thing was, I wasn't obviously expecting it, and Logan had done it signed for and tracked. And it's only like in a single envelope. The neighbour next door had to take it in and was wondering why they had to take in this tiny little cardboard envelope, and the postman didn't just stick it through the door.
So
I was like, I have no idea what this is. It was like this forced PC from Logan. So
you forced it on us. You sent us loads of Justin Roberts and Tony Schiavone cards.
Yeah, I'm sending my Schiavone cards signed that I didn't sell. I'm still sending them out with cards that I'm sending to people. They're going all around the UK at the minute. It's hilarious.
I had it done this week.
Oh man,
yeah.
Fun. Justin Roberts PC.
Yeah,
not the next big thing.
There you go.
No.
Cool, right, shall we move on then now?
I'm sure, Jamie, deep down you want to win. I'm really I'm your biggest supporter in this, man. Please. I need a win, bud. I need a winning card in my PC, please.
We'll see. You may do.
It's when Jamie wins next time, but he'll be sending it to
I've got
me.
loads of Nook ideas as well, of things I want to do in the Nook, and I do want a winner, you know?
To set the Nook. You want the Nook to...
You never know. This might be the week.
Okay.
All right, anyway.
Cool.
Okay.
Right. shall we move over to the President's Hole?
El Presidente. Hello. Jamie, can I have James, sometimes, please. Sometimes when I look deep in your eyes, I swear I can see your soul. Anyway, so there are not a lot in my hole today. I'm not doing a Liberator of the Week anytime soon at the minute, but I'll keep you updated when I will drop the next one. We did open the show up to questions from people who wanted to, like, if they wanted to know anything for our 50th. Jamie did a lot of work to say, look, we've opened this up for you guys, ask questions. No one did, apart from one person, and that was Trav. So we'll go to Trav's question now.
Happy 50th episode, guys. Wanted to ask you a question. You know, we always hear about the good parts of the hobby and collecting. So my question is kind of the opposite. What is your biggest regret selling, trading, getting rid of? Reason I ask is mine is personally the 2014 Roman Reigns Superfractor. Wasn't his rookie, but it was his first Superfractor. Pulled it out of a blaster July of 2021. Roman was in July of that year was not the same Roman that we have 3 years later. But in all fairness, like, I made a lot of money to buy other things that I wanted at the time towards, you know, other cards. So I made an amazing deal, but I regret now getting rid of it because Roman is, like I said, the Roman that he is now. So what are each of your, like, biggest upsets or regrets in collecting? Thanks, guys. Have a great episode. Can't wait for another 50.
So, thoughts on that one? Chris, go on.
So I've been having a bit of a think about this, and I'm going to let everyone down. I honestly can't think of a single wrestling card that I regret selling. I don't think that there's anything that I sold at the wrong time. There might be a few things, a few cards that I should have sold earlier, but I don't regret. You can't regret not knowing when to sell. It's so hard to know when is the best opportunity. But there is something wrestling related that I massively regret selling, and that is my Hasbro WWF figures from when I was a kid. I think I've kept, I'm looking at them now, I think I kept maybe 5 to 10, and I have bought a few of them since, but it's not the same. And yeah, real big regret. And I must have sold them 2010, I reckon, 2009 maybe, and I'm still thinking about it now, and I'm still, you know, pretty upset because I had nearly everything. It was pretty much just the green cards that I didn't have. So yeah, really upset about that. What about you guys? Hopefully you guys have thought of it.
Jamie?
So I regret, I mean, there's things I regret not buying. So I won't go into that, I guess, a little bit, but I kind of regret like selling some sort of relic cards which I didn't realise were short print, and now they are short print. Didn't realise they're not massive cards, but there was like a Santino Marella Cobra relic that I pulled, and it's actually like the sock, and it's from, I think it's from the 2011 top set. Yeah. And again, that's like a super short print. So that's one I regret selling. I sold it for like less than like $10, and that's such a hard card to get now. But the biggest regret I had 2 CM Punk cards around 2012. One was a jumbo shirt relic. I think that was from Platinum 2010, and that was numbered to 30. And those cards now go for like 3 figures, especially the CM Punk. And another one I had the CM Punk auto relic from, I think that same set. I think it was from 2010 Platinum. and I sold that for like next to nothing, like $45, something like that. And I wish I held on to that because I haven't had a CM Punk auto card since. So they're two cards I really regret having on. I wish I had that CM Punk Jumbo Relic in my PC now because it had loads of colour in it. It was kind of the Straight Edge Society era. Yeah, so the relic was like all white and black and images and stuff.
I had that T-shirt, man.
Yeah, it's a really nice relic, and I really regret that. But I mean, things that I regret not picking up. I had the opportunity to pick up the Cody Rhodes and Dusty dual auto from one of the Heritage sets, and I was offered that for 30 quid about a decade ago. And I also had the chance to pick up the Stephanie McMahon Championship Clash autograph, my Grail card.
Yeah, I remember.
I've mentioned it before, but I was offered that for like less than 100, and I didn't have the cash then. But I think in hindsight, I should have tried to move heaven and earth to try and grab it, you know. But it's crazy, really. It is really crazy.
One thing I will just say before we move on to Dave is there is a few products that I regret opening.
Should have kept.
That I should have sold. Disney Chrome, Disney Topps Chrome just from this year is a massive regret. I really wish I hadn't opened that, and I wish I just.
What box prices doing now then? Is it massive now?
I think on Dave and Adams in the EU, I think it's at around somewhere high 700s to like $1,000, and that's in pounds, not in Mickey Mouse. So,
but everything's gone on to Cosmos now, hasn't it?
Yes,
I got a few Cosmos cards. I saw them. I love my
I saw them. This one. Very cool.
Yeah, sorry. I like Cosmos.
But yeah, that's the main one that comes to mind. And then the only other thing on kind of on the same subject is not picking up more sealed product. But I was kind of talking about this with somebody, and they were like, "Yeah, but look at what happened with Prism 22, and it's so hard to judge whether something's going to be sought after in 5-10 years time."
What I would say is before Panini leaves the game, get as much sealed wax as you can as Panini. Like, wait until near the end. Look at the prices. They'll be the lowest probably we'll find for up until they do fully go. But make sure you if you can, whatever you can get. Hold on to it. The only way is up. It's not going to go down in price. The only way is going to be up. So, it's
good advice. I think.
I've said it like with the Prism 22. The problem is with that is like all the big chases have been pretty much hit now. The Roman Black 101 got hit recently, didn't it, from a TikTok stream? So, but that's what you got to do. I think like First Year Chronicles. Because hard one to find. I think Elite is going to be a big one. So I honestly, I would keep an eye on boxes, and it all depends how much storage you have and how much you want to invest in the futures.
How much willpower you have.
Yeah. Invest in the futures market, as Derek Trotter once said. But you know what I mean. It's
definitely it's worth keeping an eye on that 101 tracker as well, and just see as we get closer to the end of the license which one has the most still outstanding and what those names are. Yeah. So again, that might be worth holding on that.
100%. The big names count, you know what I mean? So if those big names haven't been hit, haven't been registered as been hit, it's that product price minted. But I still think Prism 22, regardless of what's been hit on it and what's not been hit on it, I do think that will go for good prices, and
it was the
and
first
select as well. I think that will the first year select will do very well, because that's always going to be in people's minds of being one of the best releases. So I don't think you can go wrong.
Going on because we obviously haven't had any more questions, going on a bit of a tangent as a second question in the same kind of vein, what's something you picked up at just the right time that actually has gone up significantly since? I know we mentioned obviously like Tiffany Stratton, but is there anything else that you picked up and think, shit, I'm glad I got on this one?
Well, I do I haven't really got much to answer with regarding the regrets, because ultimately I haven't been in the hobby that long. I think I regret getting rid of my first 101. The mops.
Which one was that?
My first pulled 101.
Oh, okay.
Because just to say that was my first one, you know. I'm glad what I got out of it, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't linger in my mind so much, but you know, it would have been cool to keep your first 101, I suppose. But
you've got my first 101.
I have. I look at it nightly and rub myself with it.
Oh dear.
No, but I don't really regret any sales I've done or trades that I've done with any of my stuff. If I want to get rid of it, I'll get rid of it. Ultimately, I don't look back on stuff and go, oh shit, I wish I still had that, to be honest. With regarding like luckiness of stuff, like with like right time kind of thing, it's obviously the Booker T. I mean, like right time, right place, the money to hand kind of thing. You know what I mean? Like even if it would have gone for 1,000, I would have bought it for 1,000 at the time. So
yeah, and we did well at keeping that one on like the DL until you had.
Yeah, I mean, like it was just like shh. Like very few people knew about what we were doing. Basically, it was just because we wanted it to be a surprise, right? We wanted everyone to be like, okay, cool,
yeah.
But no, I don't. Thing is, I think I've done so well within the couple of years that I've been in the hobby, like ridiculously well on stuff I've been able to achieve. Like I've always like I've got this like tick list of like firsts in my head basically, and I don't think I've got that many left, to be honest, these days. And it's just been in this community really, and the wider community obviously within the US, and that's helped me achieve all of it, to be honest. So it's been amazing. It's hard to say I've got any regrets on anything, to be honest. Really, it's very difficult to say, because it's just been an enjoyable ride so far, you know. So I haven't got the longevity to look back on and go, fuck. You know, like the kids' toys. Like I had all the Hasbros as well, man. But when I was a kid, I always sold to buy the next thing. You know what I mean? Like my parents always made me sell to buy.
Well,
basically.
yeah, so did I.
Didn't really do much.
Absolutely. Like my mum used to do boot fairs like weekly, and I would always have to sell stuff to buy stuff. But other than my Hasbros, I've never sold. So I've still got all my VHSs, I've still got all my CDs, DVDs, games, everything. So it's only the Hasbros that I've sold. I have a massive Bone Cruncher collection, probably got like, I don't know, 200 or 250 or something, and I never sold those, so I'm very glad I didn't sell
toys wise. I think the only one I actually did, not the Hasbros per se, but the Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. I'm going to say Hero Turtles, not Ninja Turtles, because they were Hero Turtles over here. But I had like everything. I had everything.
Yeah, I've sold that stuff quite recently, because
I was gutted like looking back, because that they meant the world to me growing up, basically. So that was my thing. Like any toys wise, those were the biggest thing for me growing up. So, but other than that, no, nothing in cards yet that I can think about.
And Jamie, you just asked us a question. Have you got an example of one you can think of?
Yeah, I mean, the thing I had to pick up when I did was the Hogan Atomic Refractor from Chrome 2015. So that was on ComC when I got that, and that was the last card I needed for that set. But that price is going up and up and up, and I'm glad I got that when I did and took the chance and actually paid. You know, then also I thought it was a lot of money, but yeah, it seems to have kept creeping up now, you know. So I think now I probably wouldn't afford to get it, so I'm quite glad I got that when I did, actually.
Cool, man.
So yeah, no, it's just cool. Yeah, thanks, Trav.
I think you can end my hole. And should we take a little break for some words from our sponsors / partners?
Sounds like it to me.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. Join Card Tricks UK on Whatnot Daily, your only stop for regular wrestling breaks in the UK. Ooh, Chris, Casper, and the team welcome you to join the hunt for rare autographs, relics, and one-of-ones from wrestling stars past, present, and future. What you gonna do, brother?
Cool, and we are back. So it is purchases, breaks, razzes and misses time. Jamie, you going to start us off this week?
I will. I mean, I haven't gone mad this week. It's kind of that week before payday, so I've not really picked up much at all. Really, I've done a few sort of cheaper spots on card trick stuff over the weekend. I didn't watch them live, so I don't know if I did hit anything, and I've not looked at. I kind of like that surprise of what crops up through the door. I did have a miss though actually this week. So the SmackDown comic images set, there's a 24 karat gold like auto set, which is not real autos, but it's kind of like the printed autos. I only need The Rock, and I've been waiting for The Rock to come up for ages, and one came up on Yankee Bay last week. So I kept an eye on it. I put like a really low bid on just to keep it in my kind of reminder list. But he missed it, and it went for like just over $16, and I was devastated. So the hunt goes on for that, 15 years onwards. I'm still looking out for that last one. So that was a miss I had this week. I've done a few bits and pieces, moved a few things over to my ComC, and sold a few of the AW stuff, and picked up a couple of other Leaf Heroes autos. So I picked up the Great Sasuke as well to go off that Leaf Heroes of Wrestling set. So yeah, just a few bits and pieces really. I mentioned earlier on that obviously the England coins that Chris sent over to me. Can we do a quick rip and I'll run through who I've got on my coins as part of the, if you can call it a purchase really quickly?
Go for it.
That's just
right. So these are the England France 98
Sainsbury's medals
coins that you could get from Sainsbury's. Yeah,
I never managed to get
a whole bunch of these.
I never got the chance to get a whole set of these. Like I didn't.
Did you not? No way.
Right. So I have got going through. So starting off strong with David Batty.
Oh, fucking!
I had a Davey Batty shirt actually.
Did you really?
Yeah. Well, I did in that World Cup.
These are so shiny, it's unbelievable. Nicky Butt. So again, going in strong.
United legend there.
Yeah, do you want it for United PC? Oh my god, I got another Nicky Butt. Two Nicky Butts.
I'll have your other butt.
If this is David Batty, I'm gonna be pissed off.
I'll have your second Batty.
Just some more, Jamie. Sorry.
Double Batty.
And then I've got Paul Scholes to finish off, another United legend.
Oh, nice.
Bloody hell, that was
what a four that is. Two Nicky Butts, Paul Scholes and David Batty. Bloody hell.
Good times.
That's crap odds, isn't it? But yeah, thank you very much for that. That was really cool.
Thanks, mate, but that's crap.
No, I said the crap odds. Crap. Imagine like getting that and trying to get the whole lot.
Yeah,
cool. That's really cool. Thank you very much.
That would be really shit. Actually, you'd be human, wouldn't you?
That would.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you very much. Cool. That's me done in that case.
And Jamie, you've told me today about Marks and Spencer's are doing
M&M's.
M&M's. I fucking read it as M&M's, and I was like,
M&Ms.
so you have to spend 20 quid in M&S, Marks and Sparks, and you can get, is it one packet of stickers?
You get one packet of stickers for every £20 spent.
20 quid.
But they're proper Panini ones, and they've got an England album out, and it's like 50 to collect. I mean, that's a lot of packs you got to get and a lot of money you've got to spend in M&S to get that in you. Jesus Christ.
To be honest, 50
as
quid
I said
is
earlier,
like
it's probably like a pack of ham and some
bunch of bananas. I'm in there all the time.
Yeah.
I think it's one per transaction, not one per 20 quid. So like it's gonna be so hard to get. So so I did rip them. They look quite nice, and they are literally the same stickers that Panini do. So it's quite cool they've actually paired up to this, and they're not just like a crap quality one, So yeah, really cool.
It's nice to see that kind of buy this to get this sort of thing come back a little, like even if it's ridiculous 20 quid.
Yeah.
It's still nice. I still like to see that. I like that. Because they don't do that anymore.
No. That's quite cool. If you want to get that, so it's only 50 to collect as well. So I guess
20,
you can do some
20
swaps.
quid gets you a pack of cards.
A pack of stickers.
A pack of stickers. And there's only 50 stickers.
There's only 50 stickers, but I think
Is there
it's
a
one
sticker
per
book?
transaction. And a book, yeah.
Oh, there is a book.
Yeah.
So the book's £3, but yeah, I think it's one per transaction, not one per 20 quid. So you wouldn't get 5 for 100 quid spend. So yeah,
which is bullshit. But
it's rubbish, isn't it?
Should be.
If there's 50 cards, like who? I mean,
stickers.
Well, if there's 50 stickers, who are they of? Because
they're all the England squad.
Is it?
It's all England squad. Yeah.
The extended England, extended at the minute, the extended England squad because it's not been named basically.
Yeah, so and they've got. I think looking at what I got, I think there's a shiny version of them and obviously a normal sticker.
Oh, I see.
So I got a shiny Carl Walker, and I assume there's a normal portrait Carl Walker, I guess, as well. You know.
Okay, cool.
So yeah, it's all right. It's all good.
Nice.
At least it's not what I read it as when we were messaging earlier, Jamie, because I read it as M&Ms, and I was like, I love M&Ms, but fuck me, spending 20 quid on M&Ms, like, consistently, I'm going to get really fat, or I'm going to have a fucking heart attack or something. Jeez. So at least it's not M&Ms.
No, it's not M&Ms. Yeah, it's cool. A little thing to look out for.
Excellent. Is that all of your purchases?
Yeah. I've not got anything else. That's all good, so. And Cameron Grimes were off I bought as well.
Well done.
Fucking hell. Don't start. You already had a talking to tonight. Don't start. So, I mean, I'm not going to mention. I'll let Chris. I'm going to let you mention the.
Oh, but I'll let Dave mention.
Oh, really? Okay. I don't mind.
Yeah,
okay, so I obviously had the Jamie Hayter out of 10, Green out of 10, and mentioned it on the last show. I think it was Chris. I said, just make me an offer. But I said, look, this is what I want.
You said
I said no, what I want,
and I didn't.
And
give me what I want.
Give me what I want. And ultimately, you went and got what I wanted. So happy days.
Ooh,
thank you, mate.
Nice.
Right from underneath a certain Tancredi.
Yeah, exactly. We haven't actually mentioned.
He didn't lie.
We haven't actually mentioned it. Actually, we should have done it at the start of the show. Congratulations, Johnny.
Yes.
We were talking just then about the other Tancredi, but the Tancredi. Congratulations, mate, on the birth of your first young child, young Ava. I feel very blessed and lucky that I was messaging him and he was messaging back at a time where I knew it was probably a big shit show for him because obviously very busy and stuff like that. So I'm very tired. So lovely that he messaged back, sent a photo and stuff like that. So thank you, mate. I do appreciate that. I was slightly sad that he didn't call her Davina, and Davina, Dave, Ina, Davina.
Ah, there you go.
So he homaged The Rock and went for Ava instead. So fine.
There you go.
But no, honestly, mate, it's one of the best things that can happen in your life. So good on you. And you know we're always here whenever you need help, whatever. Even if it's your shoulder to cry on when you don't sleep at night. Get used to that. So basically, I mean, what Chris is alluding to there is the fact that Danny was saying that he had offers on. I'm not sure. I'm a bit quizzical because, Chris, you did offers and they were instantly rejected on this.
So I did. I think you get like 5 offers.
I thought it was 3.
It's gone up from 3.
It?
It used to be.
It's 5 now. Yeah,
I think you get 5 now.
And they were all.
So I was on, I think, my last offer.
Okay.
So I was testing the water, kind of trying to see where he was at. Because when you get auto declined first offer, and my first offer wasn't terrible.
By the way, like nobody knows what this is. So this is the Dolph 1-of-1 from Elite.
Oh right, yeah.
The Dolph 1-of-1 from the Elite. Basically, the last Dolph card potentially ever. One of one ever, right? So, Chris.
So yeah, I was kind of just trying to feel where he was at, and I got I think 2 or 3 auto declined. I think it was 3, and then I put a decent offer in. I thought, and that one wasn't auto declined, and that one sat there not for long either. It was early in the morning. It was like 10, 11 o'clock this time. So it was really early over there. And it was accepted within 5-10 minutes,
Oh,
I'd
cool.
say.
Nice.
And yes, I remember saying to you, Dave, I think I said I've got like one offer left, and otherwise I'm going to either pay the full price or message him saying,
what are you doing? Yeah.
What have you got offers on if you're not taking offers?
Well, see, I find that weird because,
and,
why would you just decline, but then in your message saying I ain't going to go lower than X? You know what I mean? Like a bit less, but just don't be like, it stops them people pissing around going, well, tell me what you really want.
Some sort of idea. Yeah, this is it.
So,
but
yeah, cool, man. Thanks.
Bag acquired.
Thank you.
Well done, guys.
And it's gone off to eBay authentication, and it's now in my US mailbox. So that will be being sent in the next sort of week or so.
Brilliant.
Thank you so much.
Well
like
done,
literally, my second Dolph 1 of 1
in a month.
In what? A couple of weeks, really. So thank you, massive thank you.
And so it's the biggest single purchase card I've made.
That's amazing.
Yeah, but it was for the hater to 10, which I think has the potential to be a
when she comes back.
It's
gonna like rocket. So.
And I've been enjoying the e-pack shenanigans. People try to trade for it. It's fucking hilarious. Like some of the shit that people send, and I'm just like, not a chance, mate.
Just
so,
like, other than that, I did go on a bit of a, thank you, Car Tricks UK, a bit of a, I don't say binge, but like a bit of a journey with them, because they've been doing a case of, if people don't know, they've been doing a case of Prism Hobby 23 and Prism Undercard 23, and doing a couple of boxes pretty much every night, really, all the way through. A couple of boxes here, a couple of boxes there, and it's been brilliant. It's been real fun.
Spontaneously as well,
it's been real fun. Like people like trying to chase the color blasts up until the final box, and sadly it never came. But I've seen cases with it not in, so I'm not surprised, to be honest. Yeah. I tell you what I knew, because he got 2.
Yeah, you called this the day.
Yeah, so he got 2. What are they called? Throwback autos in the same case.
Yes.
And very rarely have I seen, when I've seen 2 throwbacks in a case, I've very rarely seen a color blast come out as well. So I was like, on that last day when everyone was zigging and zagging into the color blasts, I was like, I'm not going to do it, because I just don't think it's going to come. So, but I've done well. I've got like a stack of stuff on here, like Solo Sokoa, Undercard Auto, Wendy Chu. You can have that one, mate. Jamie. Nice card there.
Feature star.
No, it's a bit of a red.
Oh.
The red one. Solo Sokoa on the red. Scott Steiner out of 99. Tony D'Angelo out of 299. Breakaway Orton, which I don't have, which I do need to put that. Couple of the image variations. So I have now completed my image variations. The only one that I do not currently have with me, which is at ComC, is the Edge. But I've got all the rest now. They're all with me.
From you,
so
too.
Nice.
I didn't think I'd ever complete that, to be honest. It was like a year of thing that I never thought I'd actually get to finish it. So, a Beth Phoenix auto that I pulled because I had the Edge spot to try and get the Edge at the time. And 2 other cards to talk about. So I'll talk about the turn of the century first. So he did say to me, "Oh, do you want a Wade Barrett turn of the century out of 25 auto?" I said yes. So he offered it up to me on a very cheap deal. So thank you very much, Chris from Card Tricks. Lovely in the blue,
nice.
Lovely. So that goes. I've got my own little Wade Barrett PC coming along, which is lovely. So I did. Before I say the last card, I did also, thank you, Logan, I did pick up the Rock 1 of 1 Werewolf, is it Mythical? So from Metal Legends Wrestling Leaf. It's the Dwayne Nibbler. It's the Dwayne Johnson Werewolf Mythical card 1 of 1. Not the autograph version, just the normal version. So I've got the MJF Unicorn. I now have the Rock Werewolf, and it's a lovely card. I love that card. Honestly, I love the Leaf stuff. I still think it's great. The images on it, the production of it, still think it's great. So I had a big Rock week, right? Because I got the Rock and Roman card. I got that card. And then I pulled the Rock out of 10 from Undercard. I call it Breakaway, Undercard. Massive card. Only problem is, I got it today. It's OC.
Sorry, it is Undercard.
It is Undercard, but
yeah. I know it's Breakaway.
Yeah, I call it Breakaway, though. So
in basketball, it's called Fast Break.
Really?
Just,
okay,
yeah,
Undercard.
Yeah.
So it is off OC, and I can see a surface scratch on it as well. So I'm a bit gutted. It's not going to grading. It's going to stay in my PC. So, but look how amazing that is.
Still nice,
I fucking love that image so much more than
I mean, it's night and day in it, basically. We always said it as well, didn't we? Like, we always, from the go, we said it's amazing. For him to pull that for me as well, it's just insane. Like, ultimately, I was like, I kind of knew. Like, I said this about the Solo Sikoa thing, right? That, it's just, like, watching breaks and what comes out of breaks.
You get used to the patterns, don't you?
You get used to the patterns.
You kind of know if you've seen the whole case, especially, And
I've watched so many Prism breaks because that's what we cut our teeth on, right? On Whatnot, we watched so many Prism breaks. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I've watched so many of them, and there's always been a nice rock card come out, either normally like out 49, 99, something like that. And I've seen a lot to 10s of the pure golds come out as well, probably about 3 or 4 of them. So I'd watched these 2 cases being broken together all the way through pretty much, and I hadn't seen a nice rock card come out. So on that last couple of boxes, I was like, it was 10 quid for the rock, gave it a spin, and came out with a win. But a lot of it comes down, like, if you watch breaks, it's educational kind of thing. Like, the more you watch of it and the more you see of it. I mean, that's why I got that LA Knight card. I've said this before, right? So that's why I got the LA Knight card on the first off the line. I saw all of the ringside first off the lines being pulled, basically, on all of the FOTL. I never saw the LA Knight come. And that's why I went for LA Knight. So you just have to, like, it is luck. 100% it's luck. But there is a slight part of it that's educational and knowledge when it comes to this kind of stuff as well. Mm-hmm. So what I would say, if anyone wants to get into breaks, it's fine taking part in them, like with regarding like buying the spots. I would recommend it, you know what I mean? Because it keeps you interested in the game and stuff like that, of course. And if there's someone you're going for, always go for that same person because you're going to hit something of them eventually. But a lot of it is as well, when you watch it, like when you have it on, make sure you watch and learn of what is coming out of the product. So Jamie, this harps back to the point we said previously with the one-of-ones.
Yeah.
Of like knowing the product of what's being pulled and what hasn't been pulled.
Keeping an eye on it, yeah.
Keeping an eye on it is so important.
Yeah.
And I think that kind of knowledge gives you a bit of an edge when it comes to going into breaks. Over other people who don't have that same kind of understanding of the product, but understand what's been pulled and what hasn't been pulled and what you see more regularly be pulled as well. A lot of it I find is like you always get product where for some reason a person gets pulled a lot more fucking more than someone else does for some reason. Like it does happen like that, right? Like the Merlin stuff, wasn't it, Chris? Where like Ollie Watkins just kept coming out of it. You know what I mean? Like there's no rhyme or reason to it. It's just that's what happened. Mm-hmm. So I mean, it's just keep your eyes open of what you're watching basically, and make sure you mentally you're taking notes of it. So I didn't think that would be a learning thing today, but definitely is. Definitely is.
There you go.
Yeah, a learning tangent for you guys. It's what we offer on episode 50.
Boom.
That's my lot, Chris. Thank you.
Is that your
Go on, Chris, what you done?
Right. So obviously the big thing was a trade with Dave, and as I said, I don't think I haven't spent that amount on a single card.
Thank you, mate.
So that was pretty big. No, thank you. If you're in our Facebook group, you would have seen I posted last week like a fair few kind of lots of AEW cards. So I'm not going to say what they all were, but there was lots of PC stuff. Pick of the bunch, though, I'd probably say was the Anthony Bowens green PMG to 10. I got that for 40 quid, which I thought was
Cheap.
very cheap. Yeah,
He could be
the
a
guy. I think he had it up
breakout
for.
star as well.
You never know. Yeah, you definitely never know. The guy had it up for more, and I kind of just was like, "Oh, do I really need it?" And then when he put it at 40 quid, I just thought, "Yeah, for that price, crazy." England coins. I bought obviously Jamie's already opened his, so I bought some England coins. Looked into them online a little bit, and I did finish the set as a kid, but I didn't ever know about this. So it's a tiny little mini booklet, and it's got 5 coins in it, and it's the final 5 that obviously were actually picked for the France 98 squad. So it's got Rob Lee, Darren Anderton, Les Ferdinand, Paul Merson, Dave, and Rio Ferdinand. So I've never seen this in my life, and now I was like, shit, I need to buy that, because I'd always thought, I've done this thing back in the day.
So is that on top of the 22?
$5.99 I got. Yeah, so this one's like a little. You can see it.
Tiny.
That's really cool.
Little tiny,
I think I need to try and get this whole set in the book.
So there was that. Random one. Now I'm going to do a little bit of a tangent here, a little bit of a moan. eBay. So I won a card. I won a Randy Orton. Prism 23 to 49. So I'll just grab it here. It's just here.
Yeah, I love the teal.
I've got a couple. I got it to 25 of the undercard of this same image, and I've got a few little random cards like that. I won it for £5. Once I went to pay for it, I was like, "Hold up a second! It's like £8," and I was like. So the guy's charging £3 and 8p postage on a £5 card. And I know whatever, it's to get to 49 for a fiver is really good, and I understand it's a deal and whatever, but I'm not going to pay almost the same price for postage. So I messaged a guy and said, look, could you send it, 85p or £1.55 at a maximum? And he was kind of like, no. He'd been scammed twice and was like, I don't want to get scammed. And I'm like, bruv, you're not going to get scammed, because even if I turn around and say it didn't turn up, you're covered to 20 quid. So you'll get your money back.
Listen to my podcast.
So what's the problem? What's the problem?
Yeah.
And he kind of came round and was like, okay. And I said, look at my eBay account and you can see I'm not going to scam you and stuff like that. The card, so he does, and he refunded me the difference, and he, whatever, it was a couple of quid. Card turns up, and he's paid not only £3.8, but he's paid £3.80 first class signed for. And I'm like, bruv, did you not listen at all? Why have you done that? I didn't.
It's nice,
him but so what's the point in him selling anything? So I worked it out. He made 56p profit from that transaction. Crazy. And he sent it in a bubble mailer, so he probably made about 10 to 12, 15p. And I'm just like, mate, you're wasting your own time and money. So really frustrating. Especially after I'd messaged him and it was a fair few messages. It wasn't like, and I was explaining to him how he can't get scammed this way. Yeah.
I do find it a note on the top of that note as well. I do find it like if when you're talking to people and stuff like that, especially like if they're in the States and stuff like that, if they're ever like hesitant and just like listen to my podcast, man, like literally,
I should.
I always do it because it's just like we're in the card game. Like, we won't fuck you over like that.
No, we've got our own reputation.
You know what I mean?
Here.
Like, like, and if you do have any problems, like, you can fucking complain online about us. You know, it wouldn't do us any fucking good if you did it.
No,
so, you know what I mean? I do find having a podcast actually helps so much with trust within the community, to be honest.
Yeah.
So it's the one real big advantage that we have when buying stuff. Yeah.
I might have to start using that, and just be like,
well, it just calms it down a bit, you know what I mean? It's like, don't worry, I ain't gonna fuck you over.
It was just frustrating because you feel like you'd got through to someone and tried to teach them a little tiny bit, and then they went and spent even more than what I was complaining about.
That is weird to send it like.
And then I said, because then when he was worrying about me scamming him, I said, look, as soon as it turns up, I'll leave you feedback. And his next message was like, I don't care about feedback. And I'm like, yeah, I realise that you don't care about the feedback, mate, but I'm just letting you know that it's come. Whatever. Anyway, I'll move on to some break stuff now. So I've had a good couple of weeks. Hit some nice cards with card tricks over the last couple of weeks. Starting with a Jerry the Nonce Lawler to 25 elite. Very
my
nice
little crafty
cards
PC.
25s. Yeah, there you go. But frustratingly, I missed the 1 of 1 of this card this week, and it went for $60. Yeah, sorry, 60 euros. 60 euros. It was in Germany. So that's a bit annoying. I kind of want to sell to 25 now.
It's a lot on the import charges, though, isn't it? German cards are always a lot on the imports.
Would be a little bit.
I always find that.
I still think you'd get it under 100.
Yeah, I always find their posts really slow as well. Like, really slow.
3 weeks, 4
I don't understand it, to be honest. It's really like it's night and day. Like, compare it to America, it's night and day. It's so bizarre.
Mankind to 49 and to 99, so that was cool. Mighty Molly Auto to 49. And then Chris sent me very kindly a to 299 of Dax, which is the AEW logo ones from Allure.
Nice.
Not many people are fans of those, but I really like them. I like anything with like a logo on and stuff. So, and then from the breaks that Dave was just talking about, the undercard Prism, I got the Hogan image variation, which was one I didn't have and wanted, so I was happy with that. And in the same break, I got a Hogan Red Disco to 99, which I do already have, so that one will be for sale soon.
Disco.
And
I think I'll probably have that off you, to be honest. So
no worries, dude. We can trade ski for that.
Cool.
And a Roxanne Perez top tier silver. I will say that I had Perez throughout the whole of the break except one box, and somebody hit the red auto. It was.
I say it's funny because it went you, him, you, him. So it was. I can't remember the other guy's name. It wasn't Gav.
It wasn't Gav. It was I don't remember. Matt.
I don't know.
Matty
H. I can't remember. But it was like a zebra. It was like one after the other.
Yeah.
And then one of you were bound to hit her eventually, right? So it swings and roundabouts, mate. Like next time you'll get the luck.
Definitely. And I also I spent quite a lot on that card trick sort of break weekend, and we did obviously at the end of the shows they do a raid for someone else, so we raided Card Shop, and I was looking, they had a weird, like a cool break, like a mixer with different things, different cases and this and that. Second one of the night was Slam Attacks Chrome half case break, and I was like, oh man, why did he shove me in here?
Yeah, they keep doing that. Like they do like 5 case mixers and one of them Slam Attacks. Yeah.
So I did pretty well in that. So I picked up my normal kind of Undertaker spot, and I tried to get Hogan and Brett. I missed on Brett, and a to 10 and to 25 did come out, but I picked up all of the unsold spots. And I picked up for $20, right?
Yeah.
And in that half case break, 11 numbered cards to 50 or less came out.
Jeez.
And most of them were from this shit spot, basically. So it was people like, and I don't mean this horribly, Jamie, but it was people like Cameron Grimes and Dexter Loomis.
Be as horrible as you can about Cameron Grimes. Jamie fucking hates him, apparently.
Mate, he's prospecting, mate. He's prospecting now, isn't he?
To 25, there we go. But that, yeah, it really did. It was a great spot to get, and I was looking at what I hit, and I ticked off a lot of like random shit that I needed. So yeah, I was pretty happy with that. And one of them was a to 5 Angel Gaza. So the to 5s are really nice in Slam Chrome. And last thing from me was a miss. So I think, Dave, I mentioned this to you the other day. I missed by minutes a Prism 22 hobby box that was sold for $150.
Yeah, cheap, man.
So that was a bit annoying, but yeah, where she goes.
Cool.
Nice. Cool. Busy
all around.
Yeah. Cool. Shall we move over to the top 5?
Yes.
Go for it. Let's do it.
Do it.
Cool. So this week, episode 50, we have gone for gold. We love gold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
can I just say something before we start this topic?
Yeah,
absolutely.
I was really worried that you were going to throw one of my cards out. I thought, are these things going to be thrown out? Do they count? But I think mine were all safe, which is quite nice. So that's quite reassuring.
Yeah, they're all safe. I mean, we've decided we're not going to do a mega 5 on them.
You'll see.
Yeah, they're very. There's some similarities, let's just say that. But
Dave, do you want to start?
So number 5, Ultimate Warrior, select 23, global icons, gold out of 10. I still need to get this in the gold. I love this card. I think it's one of my favorite cards of select, to be honest. I just love the peculiarness of it. It's the Ultimate Warrior through and through.
Yeah.
I love it. I think it was really well designed. Definitely need to get it in the gold. Number 4, I had Jake Roberts from AEW 21, gold auto, 1 of 1.
Want to play 21s?
Yeah. Daddy owns that one. Sorry, guys. You ain't getting it. That's in the president's PC. Yeah, I mean, it's probably Jake Roberts' last 1 of 1 ever.
Yeah, you're probably right.
Did it come out? Yeah, it did. It came out after Finest, didn't it? Because he was in Finest, but I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be his last one. I'd be very surprised if he gets another 101. So, number 3, we've mentioned it recently. So, Razor Ramon Topps Chrome from 2020, Big Legends Gold. I have the 37 out of 50. It was on the 37 top 5. I love that card, beautiful man. Card. That is sweet. I didn't know how much money that actually does go for until I looked it up afterwards, and I was like, Jesus Christ, that's gone up in price since I bought it.
Most Razor cards are really nice, aren't they? You know,
yeah,
it's not a bad one, really.
I mean, it's one of the only ones you get a gold like color match. You know what I mean? Like because you're dripping, and yeah, I love it. Number 2, we mentioned it on the show earlier on Prism. 23 gold out of 10. I'm not going to say my undercard one. I'll just say the normal gold. That rock card of that image of that rock. The image of the rock on that card is one of the better rock images.
And a bit of a silhouette type thing. Yeah.
Nice. You don't need a massive picture of the rock. Like just that silhouette of him. It's just perfect, to be honest. I love that. I really do. So, but my number 1, and I'm not sure I'll ever get it, but I do love this card, and that's Hulk Hogan Select 22 Ringside Gold out of 10.
Beautiful card.
Him leaning over the ropes is all like the whole card is yellowy gold. It's just brilliant, isn't it? It's a perfect card for Hulk Hogan, and Select 22 Ringside's still, I mean, I think a lot of people loved Ringside on the last Select, but I still think that, like, I think a lot of people, I think Chris from Car Tricks as well, and I know he's had the discussion with Casper on it, and we spoke about it on the show as well, didn't we? It's like if you swapped out the ring sides with 23 with 22 on the select, it, you know what I mean? It's
an all-time set.
Yeah, because those ring sides I think were very special.
Mm-hmm. Really cool.
That's it. Quick one for me, Chris.
Cool. So I'm going to do a quick one as well. So number 5, I've gone with a very recent card, which was the Swerve Match Dated Moments from Dynasty. As a big, as a Swerve collector, it was one that straight away I wanted to get. He's got the big gold bell, the card is gold. And a low print run, only 82 of these out there in the wild. So, yeah, really cool Swerve card for number 5. Number 4, I've gone Rhea Ripley, Select 23, Global Icon. So, similar to Dave's Ultimate Warrior. I've gone for the gold because obviously the flag is the Australia flag. Gold to 10, so it works, doesn't it? Australia in every kind of sport usually wear yellow and sort of green. So yeah, it just looks really cool. I think if you're going to get that Rhea card, if you can get that in the gold, good choice. Cool. Number 3, I've gone Macho Man Action Packed 1994. I've gone for the 24 karat autograph to 500. One of the first kind of chases autograph. Was it the first autograph in any set, like any wrestling set? Really nice card. Where he signs on the actual card, it just goes because he signs on the I don't know what the tassels from his arm. So yeah, it looks really nice. He's got a great auto as well. Number 2, I've gone for the Rock Select 23 ringside gold. So he's given the rock bottom to Mankind in it. I just think that's a cool photo. I was trying to mix it up a little bit. I do really like Dave's, obviously the silhouette sort of one from Prism 23. I didn't want to shove that on as well. So yeah, I just went for a rivalry that I really enjoyed at the time, and something that, if I could choose the Rock with somebody else, it would be Mankind on the card as well. And then number 1, it could only be Hulk Hogan Slam Attacks Chrome. I've gone for the 1-of-1 gold Superfractor because technically the yellow, the to 99 is a yellow, and I don't think it counts as gold. I don't know. I was too worried that I was going to get disqualified, so I went for the gold Superfractor. And obviously, if I had the choice, I would prefer a 1-of-1 over a to 99. So there you go. Top 5.
Go on, Jay.
Fine. Okay, I'll send a so. Number 5, I have
Cameron Grimes.
No Cameron Grimes. Trevor Lee. So number 5, I've gone for the Macho Man Action Pack 1994. So as Chris has done, but I've gone for the non-autoed version. Right. I think most of these action packs in the gold look really nice.
The golds are nice. I really like the Shawn Michaels and Brett.
Yeah, and a lot of people still go after these. Like they've got such a nostalgia to them. But Macho Man, it's just a really cool image. That's at number 5. Number 4. I went for the Goldberg Gold to 10 from Prism 23 undercard. Now,
great choice.
It is a really nice. I like all obviously because he's got the sparklers and the fireworks and the pyro and the gold. It just looks really nice. But you've written on the notes here, Chris, disco ? I didn't consider there was a disco version of this.
Yeah, so I wasn't sure if you just meant the gold, pure gold, or the disco. So
yeah, I mean the disco would look just as cool actually, but yeah, just that Goldberg gold is quite nice. So that was a number 4.
I thought just with the disco with the sparks, it kind of just looked similar-y.
So I might try and see if I can keep an eye on this. I don't know what the price will be, but I might consider getting this.
Goldberg.
Yeah, Goldberg.
It won't be that expensive, mate. To be honest, Goldberg don't sell.
No, Goldberg doesn't sell.
I'll keep an eye on it then.
Sells and breaks really well, but it on the resale it doesn't sell at all. It's really weird.
Okay, I might keep an eye on that. 'Cause that's a really nice card. And number 3, I forgot I had this on my list actually, and I've already mentioned this set already. Hogan from Topps Chrome 2015. Not the atomic. I've gone for the gold to 50. So these golds had like the top half was kind of the color of the parallel, then the bottom half was representative of what brand they're on. Now there's a little bit of I was going to go Alexa Bliss on this because Alexa Bliss, she's wearing blue and then you got the gold. And I thought gold and blue would be a bit of a color match for that image, but her bottom half of that is like a yellow, so it doesn't look right. But Hogan is like gold and is like the orangey bronze at the bottom, and it just looks a really nice card. So again, I've gone for that at number 3. Lloyd, I've gone for the same one as you for number 2. So I've gone for the Hogan Select Ringside Gold with the 2003 Hogan leaning over the ropes. So it's just a pucker card. I think the first time I saw that card land, it was like the card I loved. I fell in love with that card.
Is it in our Hall of Fame?
Don't think it is.
I don't think it is.
Should be.
I think we've had it as a nomination, haven't we? We've had it like top Hogan card of all time, but I don't think it went in.
Get to the end. Okay. And I'll suggest something.
Nice. Okay. And then my number 1, a bit of a curveball for this one. I've gone for the Rock from Chrome 21. I've gone for the 5 Timers Club gold to 50. So it's the gold, the Rock looking gold with a great big gold belt. It just
with the gold belt, yeah.
It's kind of that 2012 era Rock with a 2012 sort of belt really. So it's a really lovely card, and I think out of all those 5 Timers Clubs, I mean most of them look pretty good with the belt, but I think the Rock is just an outstanding one there, and I really like that image. I mean, I don't know if it's truly a number 1, but it was kind of like what I would like on the number 1 there for me. So yeah, that's it.
Cool.
So, well, I was just going to say, I think 2 things. Instead of doing Mega 5, and I know it's a year away, but fuck it, why not? And it's our 50th episode. Hulk Hogan Select 22 Ringside Gold to 10 into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, sounds good. First one of the new year.
Shout.
Yeah. And one more to put into the Hall of Fame. Jamie mentioned it earlier on. Eddie Kingston penis. It's not in there. It's not in there.
They're not in there.
His penis has not entered the Hall of Fame.
Wow. Okay.
Man.
I mean, I've never nominated it for anything, to be honest, but it's an iconic card of this show, right? It's
crazy.
Third year entry, maybe.
I wonder if we had it like a nomination for the best relic, and we still went with whether it was the Kurt Angle mint carton relic or whatever it was.
I think potentially.
I don't know.
But I would, yeah. But
yeah, no,
I feel like we would have voted for the penis relic.
Well, very not.
I think I can't remember like the first. It definitely went for the thingy relic. I didn't think it got nominated. To be fair, I don't think it got nominated.
Okay, but I'll put Hogan in there then. Fine.
Hogan and Eddie Dong for
Eddie Kingston
2025 Hall of Fame.
Boom.
Year away, but why not? This is the 50th episode. Anything can happen on the 50th episode.
Yeah, it's all good.
Why not?
Nice. Is there any honourable mentions from you guys before we finish up?
No,
I'm pretty good as well.
So, like, it's the thing. The reason, obviously, the reason that we didn't do it is because it's just Rock Hogan, Macho Man.
Yeah.
Like, it's all the same.
Yeah, basically, everybody's top 1 and 2 is either The Rock or Hogan, exactly. And then Jamie's 3 is even Hogan. So yeah, I mean, you could just say the top 5. If you're looking to buy a gold card, buy a Rock or Hogan.
I think because they just lend themselves so well to gold, don't they? I think that's just what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Geez, can we actually do a Rock and Hogan WrestleMania 18 on gold? Oh my god.
They're the 2 biggest chases, aren't they?
Yeah, massively.
So
yeah,
I can understand why.
Cool. I think that is pretty much us.
Romeo
done for today.
Romeo. Yeah, we're done.
Romeo.
plugs and goodbyes. Who wants to start?
Go on, Jay.
I'll do the usual stuff then. I know my spiel off by heart now. So if you want to come join us in the Facebook group, still head over to Facebook if you're on that. Search for Squared Circle Relics podcast in the group. Still doing all the usual bits and pieces in there. As Lordy said earlier, when he fancies doing a Liberator, that will be up in there. We'll do Wrestling Card Wednesday, and just, if you want to post your mail days up, but that's a good place to put your mail days up in that sort of Facebook group. If you want to come join the Whatnot community that Card Tricks have got set up, again, there's plenty of rooms in there if you're into UFC breaks, if you're into wrestling breaks, if you want to sell anything. Logan helps run the Raz room, so there's Razes that are running there. And again, we've got our own Square Circle Relics pod chat within that channel. So come interact with other listeners and sort of join in with the fun, and we'll do obviously the polls for Chris's Nook and stuff in there. I've put the link in our Facebook group, but again, if you want the QR code to get you access, or even if you go to Card Trick's Instagram page, there is a direct link to join the Whatnot WhatsApp community. So do that and come join the chat and fun in there. If you want to find me on Twitter, I'm at Jamie Stocker on Twitter. And again, if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can find us at Square Circle Relics Pod on Instagram. And that's all our social media for this time round.
So next show, I'm doing the show notes / running it. So I think the top 5 / mega 5 is going to be cage matches.
Nice.
Anything up and down, over, or on the floor of a cage? Why not? So
there could be some really cool images out of this.
There are. I think I know what Chris will go for as number 1, and I will go for that as well. So I have a feeling.
I'll go for Cameron Grimes.
Cameron Grimes up a ladder on a fucking cage. Sorry, Margaret. But no, I have a feeling. But we'll see. We will see. But other than that, D_Lloydie boy on Insta. No one loves me. Yeah, don't
do it. Don't do it to yourself.
Please. And SCR pod on.
Say it right, Dave.
SCR pod.
CSR pod.
No, it's wrong.
He's looking so confused.
He's
like, no, I did
it right, man. On the Twitter, on the X. That's really fucked with my mind.
CSR.
CSR pod. SCR pod. Yeah, we're still on there for now. Probably not for long because Insta rules, right? So go on, Chris.
Cool. So you can find me at Cambridge Trading Cards on YouTube and Instagram. I've only had one video go up in the last, two videos go up in the last couple of weeks. AW Upper Deck metal box, and I'm trying to see what this is. Select Blaster. I think that went up a little while ago in a couple of hobby packs. I'm waiting on Chronicles. Obviously, I will be opening a hobby box, and maybe hopefully a blaster or two as well. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I've been trying to do a little bit more on Instagram, so I've been posting a few sort of mail days and things like that. But yeah, as I said earlier, on purchases, I have been posting my mail days in the Facebook group. So yeah, if you want to see anything, just because sometimes I feel like I buy too much to talk about on the show, so I'm going to stop. Yeah, just it's good bits and pieces here and there.
It's good fun to see what you buy. I like it.
See where my mind is at this week.
Where is this fortnight?
That's it. Cool. Episode 50 in the can.
Yep. Boom. Cool.
Congratulations, boys. 50 episodes in. Guys. Going strong.
Well done.
Here's to the next 50.
That's it.
Cool. Boom. See you later then, guys.
See you later, lads.
Cheers,
see you later.
Bye. And fuck John Cena 50 and out.